Right, I think I've got this thing working now. Hi everyone, it's Joe here from Jaw Drop Games, the team working on Deathground. Since launch, the response has absolutely blown us out of the water. Seriously, we've had a fantastic time watching all of your incredible gameplay clips and reading all of your messages from the Discord and across our social media channels. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, everyone who supported the game's launch. Now, I know it's been a while since we last spoke. That's because nobody's come to get me from the bunker. Yet. Listen, we can sit here and talk about how things will improve and that we're working on it, we'll have future updates and blah 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 blah, but the thing you actually need to see is action. Like I mentioned before, the team has been hard at work, even though I've been stuck here and they still haven't been hard at work calling me an extraction, but they've posted 6 patches. Included in those patches are toggles for effects like bloom, additional field of view settings, DLSS, FSR and XES support, and a gamma slider on startup, along with accessibility options like head bob settings for the motion sickness sufferers among you. There's a host of early AI improvements, bug fixes, and localization updates which make the game more accessible to everyone. Interaction prompts now display additional context and detail, and with a rework, items now spawn and drop more reliably and are easier to interact with and pick up. There have been early updates to the lobby, including new music and animations, as well as the replacement of this kind of creepy 2D silhouette with an animated 3D silhouette. It's not just fixes and new options. For example, patch 5 saw the addition of the communication wheel. As part of our most recent patch, you'll be able to play Epoch, a story mission set in mission control where players will investigate a strange set of signals and meet a new character along the way. Going forward, we have 3 main priorities when it comes to fixes, improvements, and brand new content. The first is AI balancing, behavior, animations, and variations. That's right, the Raptors are still getting cleverer. Inconsistency with AI behaviors and interactions is what we think the biggest problem of Deathground is right now. We're currently working on behaviors which will let them investigate and interact with even more objects in the environment, which will allow them to organically check hiding spaces and interact with elements out in the world. In addition to that, compies are getting some new features and a little bit of an overhaul. We've taken feedback on board from players who are unhappy with how they're presented in-game as just a bit of a nuisance. Technical animation systems are also seeing an improvement, which should overall make it much nicer to watch dinosaurs roaming around the map. A very brief aside, I've seen some people mentioning that there's no T-Rex in the game. There is, it's just that it's in the introduction level. So if you haven't played that, we strongly recommend giving it a go first. It's kind of the foundation for everything else you'll experience in Deathground. The second thing we're focusing on is new core mechanics, as well as updating core mechanics to reduce some of the confusion as to how they work. The biggest offender right now is respawns and clone pods. A lot of players don't quite seem to understand how these function, and we're looking at a rework right now that should be launching early next year. Probably one of the most exciting things is more in-game communication options such as text chat and proximity chat.
Hello there.
With proximity chat having an optional feature which will allow Raptors to hear your microphone in-game. The third thing is mission gameplay and level design. We know that people have felt that some elements are a little bit too repetitive, especially in single player, and we're going to be making constant iterative changes to each level going forward, especially as we add brand new areas for submissions and future missions that take place in the same locations. That's just a list of a few of the things we're looking at right now, but there's plenty more in terms of content, with new missions, submissions, story events, and locations on the way. Now, I know that everybody wants these updates as soon as possible. Us more than anyone. The quicker we can get content to you, the more you can enjoy it, and the better Deathground becomes overall. If you've been following us for a while, you'll know that we're a small team. And so to help with all the content improvements and bug fixes that we're working on, we've actually brought additional hands on board to help out in some of these areas, specifically with AI, animation, and level design, all of which were previously being handled by like one person. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Deathground still has a lot of time in development left before it hits 1.0, and we're hopeful we'll be able to continue development beyond that into the future as well. If you want to support development, the best way to do that right now is to purchase the game on Steam and leave a review. Before I go, it's important that I mention Deathground is currently on a 20% discount as part of the Steam Winter Sale. This is the lowest price for Deathground so far, which means there's never been a better time to download the game for yourself or to purchase it for multiple friends and enjoy a festive round of running away from and being eaten by raptors. In addition to that, we're currently running a limited time festive event which will be ending on the 5th of January. You'll need to search across each of the multiplayer maps to find a present, then return to the bunker for a festive surprise which we think you'll all enjoy. Once again, thank you so much to every single one of you who has supported development this year, either by purchasing the game or wishlisting and continuing to share our videos on socials. It really means the world to us, and your support is what makes Deathground possible. We hope that everyone has a fantastic festive season, a happy new year, and we'll see all of you in 2026. We hope that everyone has a fantastic festive season, a happy new year, and we'll see all of you in 2026.